In the grand theatre of human exploration, some stories are not about what we have found, but about what we have lost. This is the story of Dr. Aris Thorne, a visionary who reached for the stars and then vanished without a trace. His disappearance left a void at the heart of our space program and questions that echo in the vast emptiness of space. Where did he go? Why did he vanish? The answers, it seems, are tied to the secrets he revealed just before he disappeared. Thorne spoke not of technology, but of a Galactic Federation, an ancient assembly of intelligent life watching us from afar. He claimed we were not alone and that humanity had been observed for millennia. His words sent shockwaves through the world, and then he was gone. The mystery of Dr. Thorne is more than a missing person case. It's a puzzle that challenges our understanding of reality. Was he a visionary revealing a difficult truth, or a man who lost his way? Today we revisit the events that led to this enduring enigma. We'll explore Thorne's life, his incredible claims, and the theories surrounding his disappearance. This is not just his story. It's a story about all of us, and the future that might await us among the stars. Sometimes the price of knowledge is a mystery that lasts a lifetime. The search for Dr. Aris Thorne is, in many ways, a search for ourselves. His silence invites us to listen closer to the cosmos. The greatest discoveries often come with the greatest risks, and sometimes the answers are lost in the silence left behind. To understand the mystery, we must first understand the man. Dr. Aris Thorne was a pillar of the scientific community, leading the International Space Exploration Agency for over 30 years. He was a physicist of rare talent, guiding missions to Mars and designing telescopes that peered into the dawn of time. Calm, steady and trusted by world leaders, Thorne inspired a generation to look up. He believed humanity's destiny was written in the stars. His reputation was impeccable until his final years. Those close to him noticed a change. He became more withdrawn, spending long hours lost in thought. He carried a secret, one that weighed heavily on him. Thorne had access to the world's deepest space secrets, and for decades he kept them safe. But something changed. He reached a point where silence was no longer an option. The man who spent his life searching for answers found one so profound it threatened to change everything. He knew the risks of revealing it, yet he chose to speak. His final statements would shake the world, and perhaps cost him everything. Thorne's story is not just about science, but about the burden of truth and the price one pays for sharing it. The revelation came during what should have been a routine retirement speech. Instead, Dr. Thorne spoke of a Galactic Federation, an ancient council of intelligent species observing humanity from afar. He described a code of non-interference. Civilizations must mature on their own before contact is made. Thorne claimed humanity was nearing this threshold. Evidence, he said, was hidden in classified data, signals we couldn't yet understand. The Federation, he explained, was not an empire, but a council where knowledge is shared and peace maintained. He spoke of technologies beyond imagination, faster than light travel, clean energy, and a deep understanding of the universe. Thorne alleged that governments had known for decades, keeping the secret to avoid panic and upheaval. His words suggested our history was not just our own and our future was uncertain. Mid-sentence, his speech was cut off. The live feed went black. But the secret was out. The world was left reeling, and Thorne was about to become a ghost. The implications were staggering. If true, everything we knew about our place in the universe had changed, and the man who revealed it had vanished. The moment Thorne's broadcast ended, the world erupted in speculation. His revelation wasn't just a leak, it was a dam breaking. If we weren't alone, our philosophies, religions, and sense of importance would be forever altered. Governments feared not invasion, but human implosion, economic collapse, existential crises, and the unravelling of power structures. Thorne's decision to reveal the secret was a monumental gamble. Did he believe only a unifying truth could save us from ourselves? The knowledge of a Galactic Federation could force us to see past our divisions. But Thorne had also broken the Federation's law of non-interference. He'd made enemies on Earth, and perhaps beyond. Was the Federation truly benevolent, or was there a deeper danger? Thorne was caught between two powerful forces, a world unready for the truth and a galactic council whose rules he'd just broken. The risk was immense, the consequences unknown, and the silence that followed was deafening. In the week after his revelation, Dr. Thorne became the most wanted man on Earth, not for a crime, but for what he knew. Governments discredited him publicly, but behind the scenes, a frantic search began. Thorne, always one step ahead, vanished without a trace. His home was empty, his accounts untouched. He left no trail. Through encrypted messages to journalists, he insisted he was sane and promised proof. His final message was cryptic, as star chart equations and a warning. They are not what we think they are. The silence is a warning. Was he referring to the Federation or to those hunting him? The next morning, his car was found abandoned near a decommissioned deep space array. No signs of struggle. Keys, wallet and phone left behind. It was as if he'd stepped out and vanished into the desert. Massive searches found nothing. No footprints, no clues. Thorne had disappeared into thin air. The ambiguity was terrifying. Was the Federation not as benevolent as he claimed? Or was the threat much closer to home? The mystery deepened, and the world was left with only questions. In the years since Thorne's disappearance, theories have flourished. Some say he orchestrated his own vanishing, escaping the chaos he unleashed. Others believe he was silenced by a shadowy consortium, eliminated to keep the secret buried. His abandoned car, they argue, was a staged scene. The most extraordinary theory: the Galactic Federation intervened, removing him for breaking their law or to protect him from human authorities. His final message, "The silence is a warning," takes on a chilling meaning. Was he a man in hiding, a political prisoner, or a guest or captive of an alien civilization? The lack of evidence allows every theory to thrive. Thorne's disappearance is a perfect mystery, a cosmic Rorschach test. What you believe says as much about you as it does about his fate. Each path leads to an unsettling conclusion. Thorne's disappearance didn't bury his story, it immortalized it. He became a symbol, the line between the known and the unknown, the courage to speak a dangerous truth. Space enthusiasts and sleuths still dissect his final speech and cryptic clues. His legacy is one of persistent questioning. He forced a conversation many in power wanted to avoid. People now look at the stars and at official secrets with new eyes. Thorne gave a name to a feeling many have shared, that we are part of something much larger. The mystery matters because it keeps our curiosity alive. In a mapped-out world, the Thorne enigma reminds us there are still frontiers to explore. His story encourages us to keep looking up, keep asking, and keep challenging the narratives we're given. Whether you believe him or not, his impact is undeniable. His silence is a challenge. Seek the truth, no matter where it leads. Thorne's story forces us to look beyond his disappearance and ask, what else don't we know? If a secret as monumental as the Galactic Federation could be hidden, what other truths are kept from us? Are there ancient ruins on other planets, microbial life on Mars, deeper knowledge of dark matter? Thorne's leak was about extraterrestrial sociology, but what about physics, biology, or history? The Thorne enigma is a powerful allegory for the nature of secrets and power. It reminds us that revolutionary ideas are often dismissed before they're accepted as truth. The search for what is hidden is the essence of the human spirit. We are explorers driven by curiosity to see what lies beyond the next star. Thorne's story, fact or fiction, taps into this drive. The universe is not a closed book. There are still chapters to be written. The unseen universe is a call to adventure. Today, the case of Dr. Aris Thorne remains open but cold. The search for answers continues, not in police files, but in the hearts and minds of people everywhere. The questions he left are more important than any answer. What is our place in the cosmos? Are we alone? Are we ready for the truth? Thorne's legacy is a seed of possibility in humanity's collective consciousness. It may one day blossom into a new era of understanding, or remain a tantalizing mystery. The story isn't over. It's waiting for its next chapter. Perhaps one day we'll receive a signal or see the evidence for ourselves. Until then, we're left with Thorne's final words and the silence that followed. The search for him and for the truth continues in our observatories, our laboratories, and our dreams. The quest to understand the universe is the quest to understand ourselves. And that journey never truly ends. The silence is not the end, it's an invitation. What will you do with it? Do with